after nearly 2 years of being out, and wow, I can't believe Nintendo Music has been out for nearly 2 years, they added a feature that many people have been wanting since launch. And this is one aspect that many people, myself included, have been critical of. I would even say that this criticism has been bigger than the drip feed, because this literally limited the accessibility of this service. And that is the fact that they finally added a web player, allowing you to listen to Nintendo Music on PC, as well as tablets and other devices. Basically, any device other than a smartphone. That was kind of annoying that you could only listen to Nintendo Music through a smartphone. Like, I even created a tutorial about how to connect your smartphone via Bluetooth to your PC to listen to it without having to configure your Bluetooth headphones, like, between your smartphone and your PC multiple times, making it really annoying. I'm glad that it's finally convenient. I'm glad that there's just, like, you could just open the Nintendo Music website and listen to it this way, because it actually makes Nintendo Music much more usable and actually gives me much more incentive to use it now. Since I didn't really use Nintendo Music that much over the past 2 years. Like, I really only listened to it while I was driving. Like, I really only listened to it in the car, or sometimes, like, when I was out and about. I didn't really listen to it when I was sitting around working on stuff on my laptop, because I would just listen to YouTube or anything I downloaded from KH Insider. Like, Nintendo Music was kind of inconvenient while I was doing stuff on my laptop. So, I'm glad that this option is finally here, and I know Nintendo Music is still not the most ideal way of listening to Nintendo Music. Like, there still are a lot of soundtracks that are missing, and I'll get into, like, a certain soundtrack that isn't fully complete on here, which is kind of annoying, and you also don't have, like, Xenoblade, or, like, a lot of, like, Mario games, or, like, there still are a lot of games that are missing on here. But I will say, this still is a very convenient way of listening to those soundtracks that you like to listen to, like Thousand Year Door is on here. Like, I like to listen to the Thousand Year Door soundtrack quite a lot. Same with Kirby Air Riders, or Link Between Worlds. Like, there are some soundtracks that I do like to kind of gravitate to that are on here. So, this is a fairly convenient way to listen to Nintendo Music. And I would say Nintendo Music is definitely becoming a much more competent way to listen to Nintendo Music. But since they are adding, like, a lot of soundtracks on here, and it is becoming more fleshed out, it is a bit of a shame that we had to wait this long for Nintendo Music to become more competent, but I am glad that it is a bit better now than it was a year and a half ago. But I wanted to look through the UI here a little bit. It's basically the same as the smartphone app, but it is configured a little differently. Of course, there's, like, the player here on the side. I have, like, some Thousand Year Door music queued up here. It sounds pretty good. Basically, the same quality that you would expect from, like, the smartphone app as well. So just like the app, if you click on the game, it will pull up the game here. There we go. So yeah, it has, like, the playlists here. You could select all of the tracks. You could also select the character playlists as well. And it's pretty convenient overall. I wanted to look at the search bar as well, because, like, the search bar kind of has, like, the whole kind of lineup of all of the soundtracks here. So there we go. It has, like, quite a few things on Switch 2 now, because it includes the Switch 2 editions. You can just scroll through here, just like the smartphone app. But let's say you wanted to search for something, like, let's say, Coconut Mall. So you have both versions of Coconut Mall there. Let's listen to the Mario Kart 7 version. So yeah, it works how you would expect it to. I feel like it's definitely pretty competent overall. It may be a bit laggy since I'm recording with OBS, and Firefox can be a bit demanding sometimes, but it does work pretty well. And I'm glad that this exists. This is, like, one of those things where I'm just still happy about it, even though Nintendo should have done this a long time ago. But I also wanted to look at Mario Kart World as well. since they added that alongside the web player. And it is nice that Mario Kart World is on here. However, unfortunately, not all of the soundtrack is here, since free roam tracks will be added regularly. So they're doing like the fix it later approach with this soundtrack. They're only adding like some of it and then adding the rest later, which I mean, like, I guess it kind of makes sense for like a soundtrack like Mario Kart World. It is a massive soundtrack, but you also got soundtracks like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which is like 14 hours long. So I think Mario Kart World's like at least like a third longer than that. So I mean, like, I don't know why they couldn't have just like split it up into like 2 weeks rather than just like adding multiple of these, like adding multiple waves of these. I just think that's a bit strange, honestly. Ideally, they could have just added the whole soundtrack here. I mean, Nintendo still has like hundreds, if not thousands, of other games to add to this service. So I don't think it would have hurt to add the full Mario Kart World soundtrack on here. It's not like they're gonna run out of like soundtrack anytime soon here, but I already did like favorite some of these since I was like listening to this a little bit and testing it out. But I am a little disappointed that they didn't make a medley out of DK Spaceport. A bit weird there, but yeah, only some of the free roam tracks are here. I think it's only the ones for Super Mario Kart. So I'm worried that it's like each of these waves are only going to be like one game. Like the next one will be Mario Kart 64. I hope they do like multiple like free roam represented games here in each of these. I guess I know they're not exactly updates, but like each like addition here. But it is nice to have the original music on here at least, because I mean there are a lot of like great songs on here, like Rainbow Road. Actually, let's listen to Rainbow Road here. Like, I mean, there are some pretty peak songs in the base soundtrack here, so it is good to have those on here at least. I just wish they added everything on here at once, because there's really no reason for them not to. But yeah, I'm just so glad that Nintendo Music is much more usable now for most people. Like, I could actually see myself using this much more. But let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!